To attach the sides of the box to the base, I've used number 8 wood screws, and now I want to drill some pilot so that I can make these joints at the corners of the box for the sides of the wall. And for that, I'm going to use these number 6 wood screws, 1 1/4 inch. So that should probably give me, I don't know, almost ½ an inch. To drill the pilots, I'm going to use a 7/64 drill bit. So I'm thinking 3 screws per joint. I've already got the corner matched up here with a screw, so I'm just going to drill out my 3rd pilot here in the center. Go ahead and counter bore. Okay. So that's how the joints on the corners are going to work. I want to make sure that my batteries are not directly up against the walls of the box. So I want the bases of the battery to rest against these cleats. So I have like an 1.5 inch offset for all 4 sides. This is 3/4 inch by 1.5 inches. And they'll just rest in here. As far as a solution for relocating this fastener at the rear, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have to attach a tab. So there's going to be an afterthought on this. So definitely an engineering afterthought, and the tab will just mount underneath the base and towards the rear. So this board is 4 inches by 16 inches, and I guess what I can do is just mount it halfway, so 2 inches underneath, and then I'll just put 3 sheet metal screws on the back. So I want to drill some pilots for my flange, or this tab that'll attach to the rear. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some number 6 sheet metal screws. So I'll put 4 of them along the outside edge of this tab or flange. So I'll start by using a 3/8 Forstner bit, and I'm just going to come to the inside of 1 inch. I'm going to go with a 9/64 bit here. I don't want to go too small on this pilot because I don't want the self-tapping screw grabbing onto this flange as it bores into the sheet metal. I'm actually going to go a little bigger. Let's try this 5/32. It's going to have to be bored out a little bit, so do some hogging. All right, hopefully that doesn't pose too much of a problem, and hopefully 1 inch is enough to go through my vinyl and the insulation and the floor pan. So we'll see when we get there. So this is the area that will go underneath the shelf, and I'll just screw into the bottom of the shelf from underneath. sheet metal screws will go this direction. Now I just need to get my pilots in here. I got some blue tape to delineate 2 inches. I don't want more than that underneath the shelf because I still have to get in here with my screw gun in order to get those sheet metal screws. I don't want to be up against the box here. So first things first, let's get some pilots. I will countersink the screws, so let me counterbore. Now I need pilot holes for the base. It's not exactly pretty. If this was designed on CAD, I don't think it would look like this. So what I need to do next is I need to prepare this base to receive these straps. So the straps are going to go underneath the base and around the batteries. So I'm going to need to mark that out. I'm going to mark it with tape, and I think it's going to be a jigsaw. So I'll probably drill a pilot hole and then jigsaw the slot to receive the strap. Got everything marked out where I should be cutting, hopefully. In this case, I already have a hole pretty much where that slot's going to be to receive the strap. So I'm going to start cutting here. So after opening up some slots with the jigsaw, I just need to kind of clean things up, clean up the edges, deburr it. From there I can go ahead and mount the cleats that are going to act as spacers for the base of the batteries. So I have them basically on all 4 sides, as you can see here. And the batteries fit pretty tight in there. I'm pretty satisfied with how that's turned out. Got plenty of space on the sides for air to circulate. So the tops of the batteries do actually touch each other, and so everywhere the batteries touch, I'm using this rubber mat, plastic rubber mat. This is the same stuff that you would see at the the bottom of a tool chest. So you might buy this at Lowe's or Home Depot in the tool department. And I have some extra slack to make sure that it goes up and around the cleat area. So after this wears out, I can replace this versus replacing the battery. Okay, so that wraps up this episode. I got another couple episodes and then this whole series will be complete. But stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.